13-yard line. They stay double tight end here. Motion behind Hurts. And off on right tackle. 10-5. Touchdown. Philadelphia Eagles. Saquon.
Not only for football fans, who watched, spellbound, as the Chiefs lost 17-20 to the Eagles, but for Swifties, as the world's biggest pop star seemed to rewrite her playbook on how to cheer for her fiancé, Travis Kelce. Taylor Swift, rarely out of the headlines, had once again found a way to turn a simple NFL game into a swirling storm of speculation, drama, and ultimately inspiration. On this night, Taylor brought her whole family, her brother Austin, her ever-supportive mom Andrea, and her proud dad Scott all made their way to Arrowhead as they had before. But something was different. The cameras, always hungry for a glimpse of the Swift clan, came up empty. No family selfies in the VIP suite. Not even a flash of Taylor's signature red lipstick as she entered the stadium. Instead, a curtain of secrecy, literally, shielded her arrival. Her family was spotted entering last, but Taylor herself was nowhere in sight. For those who follow Taylor's every move, this was a radical departure. On her Eras tour, she's become known for her playful, almost childlike habit of riding in a cleaning cart to avoid the public gaze. But at Arrowhead, there seemed to be more at stake, a deeper significance to her actions. This wasn't just a pop star ducking the press. This was Taylor Swift taking control of her own story, showing fierce loyalty for her soon-to-be husband, and perhaps making a statement about the price of fame. The anticipation for Taylor's arrival had been building all week. Social media trended with hashtags like #SwiftAtArrowhead and #KelseyFianceWatch. Fans swapped rumors and dissected blurry airport photos. Would she wear Chiefs red? Would she bring her famous friends? Would she wave, smile, or dance in the suite as she sometimes did? But when the game began, Taylor was nowhere to be seen. The press went wild. Headlines mourned her absence. Taylor Swift skips Chiefs versus Eagles Super Bowl rematch. Fans devastated. Taylor misses major moment after Travis engagement. Kelce furious as Taylor nowhere to be seen. The speculation was breathless and frankly a little desperate. And then, midway through the game, everything changed. Footage surfaced, grainy at first, then clearer, showing Taylor slipping into the stadium behind a giant screen, hidden from the crowds. There she was, and yet she wasn't. No photos from her usual suite. No social media posts. It was as if she'd become a ghost, haunting the stadium without ever being seen. Why the secrecy? Why the sudden turn to stealth mode? Some fans speculated that Taylor was hiding a bold new look, teasing a transformation to be revealed at the 2026 Super Bowl halftime show. Others, inevitably, whispered about pregnancy rumors, given that it had only been a month since Taylor and Travis announced their engagement. But the likeliest explanation, supported by those who know the inner workings of NFL security, was much simpler: safety. It's no secret that security concerns have mounted for Taylor in recent years. Her relationship with Travis Kelce, a top NFL star, has placed her in the crosshairs of both adoring fans and relentless paparazzi. For the Chiefs' first home game of the season, Arrowhead security doubled down. High points around the stadium were cleared. Police blocked off all access points. The VIP suite was locked down so tightly that not even the most dedicated fans could snap a photo. For a while, it seemed like Taylor Swift had simply vanished. But she was there, somewhere in the shadows, cheering on her man, her family by her side. Meanwhile, the game raged on. The Chiefs, under pressure, fought for every point. Butker missed a crucial penalty, and Travis Kelce himself dropped a goal-line pass that could have changed the outcome. As the Eagles pulled ahead, the stadium's energy shifted from anticipation to anxiety. The Chiefs' loss was bitter, but not as bitter as the defeat handed out by the press in the hours that followed. Travis Kelce, usually the darling of the media, became the scapegoat. "Kelce cost us the game," screamed one headline. "Chiefs golden boy drops the ball, literally." But those who watched closely saw something different: resilience, humility, and unwavering commitment. In the post-game interviews, Mahomes, ever the leader, took responsibility for the failed play. His words were honest, almost tender. "I think I threw it just a tad too early, just trying to put it on his body low before that whole player got there. If I put it more on his body, Not so far out in front of him, he can catch it, take the hit, and get in the end zone. Travis, for his part, was philosophical. I love what I do. I'm still a kid on Sundays who enjoys every single aspect of the game. I built a family here. I just love coming in, playing football, and giving people something to get excited for outside of their lives on Sundays. That, perhaps, is what makes this couple so captivating. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, each at the top of their respective worlds, are both driven by passion, not for fame, but for the pure joy of doing what they love. Taylor, who could easily dominate the spotlight, has learned to step back when needed, to protect the things that matter most. Travis, despite the crushing pressure, remains humble, hungry, and deeply human. All of this plays out against the backdrop of a rapidly changing NFL. Since Taylor started appearing at Chiefs games, the league has seen an explosion of new fans, more than 8 million by some estimates. Chiefs Kingdom alone has grown by nearly 3.5 million. It's a seismic shift, proof that the next generation of sports fans is ready and waiting for their invitation. And what an invitation it has been. Taylor's presence has not only boosted ratings, it's changed the culture of the game. Suddenly, stadiums are filled with friendship bracelets, glitter, and the unmistakable sound of young fans singing along to Taylor's hits. For many, football has become a new kind of concert, a place where music, sports, and community collide. But for all the glitz and spectacle, there's something deeper happening. Taylor Swift is writing a new chapter not just for herself, but for fans everywhere. By choosing privacy over publicity, substance over spectacle, she's reminding us all that sometimes the most important moments happen away from the cameras. As the final whistle blew and the Chiefs walked off the field, you could feel the weight of the night settling in. It wasn't just the sting of defeat or the shock of Taylor's vanishing act. It was the realization that, in a world obsessed with visibility, sometimes the greatest strength lies in being unseen. Travis Kelce, ever the teammate, summed it up best. I'm not here for any other reason. I just love coming in, playing football, and giving people something to get excited for. Hopefully, they can see how much excitement I bring to my life, and they can bring that to others. So what's next for the Chiefs, for Taylor, for the millions who now tune in not just for the game, but for the story behind the game? If history is any guide, expect the unexpected. Taylor Swift has always known how to surprise her audience. From secret album drops to mid-concert confessions, she thrives on keeping people guessing. Her third season with the Chiefs promises more twists, more drama, and if we're lucky, more moments where the boundaries between music and sport, celebrity and ordinary life blur in the most magical way. As fans left Arrowhead that night, some grumbled about the loss. Others speculated about what Taylor's secrecy might mean. But most, whether they wore Chiefs red or Taylor's signature sparkle, left with a sense of anticipation. The story isn't over. In fact, it's only just begun. Because in the end, this isn't just about football, or pop music, or even celebrity romance. It's about the thrill of not knowing what comes next. It's about the power of reinvention, the courage to protect what matters, and the joy of cheering, together, in the dark, for the people we love. And that, more than any touchdown or chart-topping single, is what keeps us coming back for more.